Next, deductions section 80. Health insurance premium paid to insurance company or central government health scheme. Okay, so this is nothing but Mediclaim policy. This is very important. Say, if you go to any hospital, in case of emergency, if you go to any hospital, okay, they ask first question, cash or card. That is, do you have any insurance card? That is nothing but Mediclaim policy. If you take medical policy, they say 3 lakh coverage or 5 lakh coverage. But for that, you are going to pay premium. Mediclaim policy, you are going to pay premium. See, life insurance totally different. Life insurance premium paid by the assessee, they can claim under section 80C. They can claim under section 80C. Last class we discussed. Okay, this is medical health insurance. This is nothing but health insurance. If anything happens, in case of accident or any disease, that will cover under health insurance scheme. For that also you are going to pay premium. That premium also you can claim as deduction under section 80D. To whom available? Individual and HUF. Individual and HUF. Here two category amount of deductions. Amount of deductions category 1. Category 1, it covers assessee, his spouse, then children. Assessee, spouse and dependent children. Very important. Listen carefully. Dependent children. Then amount of deduction 25,000 rupees or actual premium paid, whichever is less. Repeat. 25,000 rupees or actual premium paid, whichever is less. Suppose if assessee is a resident senior citizen, then 50,000 rupees they can claim. 50,000 rupees or actual premium, whichever is less. Once again, repeat the point. See, category 1, amount of deductions. Category 1, assessee, spouse, dependent children. Okay, amount of deduction 25,000 rupees or actual premium paid, whichever is less. Suppose if assessee himself is a senior citizen, resident senior citizen, then instead of 25,000 they can claim up to 50,000. That is 50,000 or actual premium, whichever is less. Understand? Okay, fine. Next, category 2. This is health insurance not only for assessee and also his parents also. It covers also parents. So category 2 for parents. Separate deduction. Repeat, separate deduction of 25,000 rupees if policy taken on the health of parents. On the health of parents. Here very important, whether dependent or not. Whether dependent or not. So parents, whether dependent or not, you can take health insurance policy. For that separate deduction you can claim. Separate deduction. How much? 25,000. So maximum how much you can claim? In category 1, say 25,000 plus 25,000 you can claim 50,000. Suppose senior citizen, see assessee himself is senior citizen, then they can claim 50. Okay. Here separate deduction 25,000 if policy taken on the health of the parents. Suppose if parents became a resident senior citizen, then higher deduction of 50,000 rupees if parents is a resident senior citizen. If parents is a resident senior citizen, say for example, say right now you are doing C or CMA, so that after completing say at the age of say 23 or 24, you are joining office. Okay, getting a salary say 6 lakhs to 8 lakhs per annum. Okay, you have to take health insurance policy on your parents. See, since your age is say 24, your parents' age may be say 57 or 58. Okay, your parents are not a senior citizen. See, senior citizen means 60 years or above. Say, suppose your parents say 58, then you can take health insurance policy yourself and your parents. So, maximum deduction for yourself 25,000. Parents separate deduction 25,000. You can claim 50,000. Okay, suppose you are married, say 25 age, and then age 25. Okay, your parents say 58 or 59. then also 25 plus 25. Suppose your age is say 30, your parents' age is 62, then you can claim 25,000 plus 50,000. So 75,000 you can claim. So actual premium paid or 75,000 whichever is less. Repeat, 25,000 is separate. 25,000 is totally free. If you pay like that, listen carefully. If you pay for yourself say 35,000, parents you pay 40,000. So total 75, sir. Whether shall I claim all entire 75,000 as reduction? Answer is no. Reason, actual premium paid or 25,000 whichever is less. So here 25,000. Here 50,000 or 40 whichever is less? 40. So total you can claim 65. Understand? So maximum here actual premium or 25,000 whichever is less. Here high reduction. See, if you say your parent is not a senior citizen, then 25,000. Suppose your parent is a senior citizen, that too resident senior citizen, you can claim up to 50,000 rupees. Okay. Then next important point, medical expenditure incurred on the health of senior citizen who is not covered by any health insurance. See, suppose your parent is say 65 or 70. Okay, certain insurance company, many insurance company, they are not, okay, that is they are not given any coverage. Reason, due to 70 years, okay, certain insurance company not accept the health insurance scheme on the parents. Okay, so here medical expenditure incurred on the health of senior citizen who is not covered by any health insurance. Okay, there is no coverage. Okay, still you can claim deduction. Amount of deduction 50,000 or very important, note it down, actual medical expenditure whichever is less. So 50,000 rupees or actual medical expenditure whichever is. Say if parents is 70 years, definitely every 3 months or 4 months once you have to go hospital. Definitely the expenditure per annum may be more than 50,000. So therefore you can claim 50,000 rupees. If insurance coverage is there, then senior citizen 50,000. If insurance coverage is not there, 50,000 are actual medical expenditure, whichever is less. So obviously you can claim maximum 50,000 rupees. This is section 80D, health insurance or mediclaim policy. So repeat once again, for assessing himself, spouse, dependent children, amount of deduction 25,000 rupees or actual premium whichever is less. Suppose if assessee himself is a resident senior citizen, then they can claim up to 50,000 rupees. This is category 1. Category 2 for parents. So health insurance policy you taken on your parents. Suppose your parents is not a senior citizen, say less than 60 years, at less than age 60, then 25,000 are actual premium whichever is less. Suppose your parents is a senior citizen, then you can claim up to say 50,000 rupees. Okay, suppose health insurance policy is not covered by senior citizen, not covered by any health insurance, don't worry, 50,000 rupees are actual medical expenditure whichever is less. This is section 80D. Next we are going to take up with section 80DD. See, under section 80D, one important point we are missing, that is preventive health checkup. See, this premium you pay only by way of check, not by way of cash. Conditions, I will read the conditions. Premium can be paid any mode. Premium can be paid any mode except cash. Mediclaim policy can be taken on the health of individual, spouse, dependent children and parents. Repeat, premium can be paid any mode other than cash. Okay, you can give DD or check, anything, any mode, but other than cash, very important. Next, deduction in respect of expenditure on preventive health checkup. See, complete body checkup is there. Okay, you go to hospital, there is a complete health checkup. Say amount is say 4,000 or 5,000. Whether shall I pay cash? Answer is yes. Listen carefully. Premium other than cash. Any mode other than cash. But however, preventive health checkup you can pay by way of cash. Say for example 5,000 rupees preventive health checkup. You paid by cash 5,000. So this 5,000 is overall. It includes you of this 25,000. So 25 plus 5 no. So maximum you can claim deduction in case assessee, spouse, dependent children, maximum is 25,000. Say suppose your actual premium say 30,000 or 25, whichever is less. Thereby you can claim only 25,000 rupees. Sir, I paid preventive checkup sir 5,000 rupees cash. See, always includes. Repeat, the aggregate deduction on account of preventive health checkup of self, spouse, dependent children and parents cannot exceed rupees 5,000. This is within the overall limit of rupees 25,000 or 50,000 as the case may be. So the 5,000 is inclusive of 25 and 50,000 rupees. Okay, important. Expenditure on preventive health checkup can be paid in cash. Can be paid in cash. Okay, 8 out. Next section 80DD. Deductions in respect of expenditure incurred for dependent person with disability. With disability, physically challenged persons. Okay. Dependent. It means you say that person is dependent on you. For example, say I am assessee. My brother is say physically challenged. He dependent on me. Okay. For that, my brother, I am incurred any expenditure, I can claim as deduction. Here, to whom available this section? As it is individual and resident HUF. Resident HUF. Amount of deduction, very simple. You remember, 75,000 rupees flat. Flat means fixed with less than 80% disability. See, whether 80% or less than 80% or more than 80% disability, it is certified by the government doctors. Okay, you can get a certificate from medical authority. Okay, so if less than 80% disability, fixed, irrespective of see actual expenditure is irrelevant. You spend maybe say 30,000 or 40,000 or anything. If less than 80% disability, you will claim 75,000 rupees flat. Suppose the disability is 80% or more than 80%, then the amount is 1,25,000. Okay, very simple. Okay, so the thing is deduction in respect of expenditure incurred for dependent person with disability. Okay, note number 1, actual expenditure is not relevant. Okay, the problem given, see Ms. X is dependent on assessee. Okay, actual expenditure is 60,000 rupees. It is based. Severe disability, severe means more than 80%. So you can claim 1,25,000. Or if it is less than 80% disability, you can claim 75,000. Even though actual expenditure is 60, you can claim 75. Thereby, actual expenditure is not relevant. Second, a certificate from medical authority should be produced. What certificate? The percentage of disability. If it is less than 80% or more than 80%, that certificate, okay, issued by medical authority should be produced. Here, family includes. Okay, family includes spouse, dependent children, dependent parent, dependent brothers and sisters of the individual. Repeat, spouse, dependent children, dependent parents, dependent brothers and sisters of the individual. Okay, any doubt? So this is section 80DD. Next one, section 80DDB. Deductions in respect of expenditure incurred on medical treatment of specified disease or ailments. Specified disease, it is given in the rule 3A or 5A, I think so. It is not given. Okay, medical specified disease, it is given specified disease. Again, to whom available? Individual and resident HUF. Amount of deduction, here very important. Amount of deduction, 40,000 rupees or actual expenditure, whichever is less. For specified disease, you are incurring some amount, 40,000 rupees or actual expenditure, whichever is less. Suppose if it is resident senior citizen, then 1 lakh rupees are actual expenditure, whichever is less for resident senior citizen. For resident senior citizen. So if it is senior citizen, amount of deduction 1 lakh or actual expenditure, whichever is less. Other than senior citizen, actual expenditure are 40,000, whichever is less. The condition, the assessee the assessee is required to obtain a prescription from a specialist doctor. Specialist consult specialist is there. Particular disease, neurology disease or some other disease. There are specialist doctors there. You have to take prescription from specialist doctor. This is the main condition for claiming this 40 or 1 lakh as the case may be. And one more very important note: deductions will be reduced to the extent of amount received from insurance company or towards medical reimbursement from employer. For example, say for this particular case, for example, say your amount spending is say 50,000 rupees. Amount spending is 50. So provision says 40 or 50, whichever is less. So you can claim, how much you can claim as deduction? 40,000. But insurance company, listen carefully, insurance company reimbursed or recovered from insurance company say 25,000. Recovered from insurance company 25,000 or reimbursed by the employer 25,000. As the case, either medical insurance company or reimbursement. 25,000 rupees you are reimbursed. Then you can claim not 40,000, 40 minus 25. You can claim section 80 DDP 15,000. Repeat, deduction will be reduced to the extent, that is 40 or 1 lakh as the case may be, reduced to the extent of amount received from insurance company towards reimbursement from employer. Point clear? Any doubt? This is section 80 DDP. Note it down. Next to section 80E. Deductions in respect of loan taken for higher education. Higher education. Okay. To whom applicable? Individuals. Amount of deduction, actual amount of interest. For example, say after completing your undergraduate, so you are going to do say any MS. Say MS in say UK. Okay, Oxford University. Okay, for that cost of the expenditure for say full-time education 2 years, say 50 lakhs. You get a loan from Indian bank, 50 lakhs. For that, okay, of course you have to give security, etc., etc. For that 50 lakhs. For that, after 2 years, after completing your higher education, either you can got a job either abroad or in India. When you start to repay your loan amount, okay, from that onwards you can claim entire amount of interest. Say for example, you pay during the year loan repayment along with the interest. Okay, you can claim entire interest during the year. So that may be say 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs as the case may be. So how much the interest during the year? For example, you have to pay 8. You can claim up to 8 years. You can claim up to 8 years. Okay, so entire amount of say you are repaying the loan, principal plus interest. Okay, interest alone you can claim as deduction. Okay, and then another conditions, the loan can be for assessee himself or his spouse or his children or a student for whom the assessee is a legal guardian. Next condition. Next point, important points. Loan can be borrowed from any financial institutions or approved charitable institution. Deduction is allowed for a period of 8 years. Just now I told, deduction is allowed a period of 8 years. Higher education is an educational institution, can be India or outside India. Other points, higher education means any course of study pursue after passing senior secondary examination or its equivalent from any school or board recognized by the government. This is higher education. Okay, so if you take any loan for towards higher education, okay, after successfully completing your higher education, then once if you start repayment, from that year onwards you can claim 8 years. Okay, amount of deduction is very simple. Actual amount of interest. For example, say you took a loan on 2015-16. Okay, you completed higher education 2019-20 or 18-19. So 19-20 onwards you are going to repay. You are getting a salary. You are going to repay the loan. From 19-20 onwards, 8 assessment year you can claim only interest. It means very simple. You have to repay the entire amount, principal with interest within 8 years. Suppose if you repay 10 years, so the next 2 years you cannot claim interest. So in order to claim the benefit of interest, you have to repay the entire amount along with interest within a period of 8 years. Of course, you can extend it. More than 8 years also you can extend it, but you cannot claim interest. So you can claim interest only a period of 8 years. This is section 80E. Next very important section 80EE and 80EEA. Okay, I will put in a conditional form. Okay, what is section 80EE, 80EA? Section 80EE, EEA, deduction in respect of interest on loan taken for acquisition of residential house. Both are same section, same heading. Deduction in respect of interest on loan taken for acquisition of residential house. Okay, value of property. Say property value less than 50 lakhs. Say suppose your property value is 60 lakhs, you cannot claim 80EE. So in order to claim 80EE benefit, value of the property 50 lakhs. What about 80EEA? Value of property 45 lakhs. Deals with actual purchase price. Actual purchase price less than 50 lakhs. Actual purchase price less than 50 lakhs. In this case, stamp duty value less than 45 lakhs. If it is more than 45 lakhs, you cannot claim section 80EEA. Amount of loan. Here, loan value of property is 50 lakhs. So 70% of loan you can apply. If it is more than 70%, you cannot claim. Okay. So amount of loan either 35 lakhs or less than 35 lakhs. Here, not specified. It means you can claim even entire 45 lakhs as a loan. Entire 45 lakhs as a loan. This is very important. Loan sanction during the previous year. See, this is 16-17. Loan sanction during 2016-17. So, loan sanction during 16-17. See, this is 2019-20. Assessment year 2021-20. This is very important amendment. This section is amendment. For this current assessment year is applicable 80EEA. One more section is there 80EEB. That is nothing but interest on loan for taken for purpose of purchase or acquisition of purchase of electrical vehicle. For that also banks give loan. Okay. For that loan you pay interest. No, that interest up to 1,50,000 you can claim section 80EEB. Next we are going to discuss. Okay. So loan sanctioned during the previous year 16-17 for this 80EE. This is loan sanctioned during 19-20 current previous year. The thing is condition value of property is 45 lakhs stamp duty value. Okay. Amount of deduction 50,000 rupees. Listen carefully. Interest on loan for acquisition of house property we already seen where income from house property. In income from house property you can claim maximum 2 lakhs. You know, self-occupied property 2 lakhs. Letter of property there is no limit. Okay. So here amount of deduction 50,000 rupees. Section 80EEA amount of deduction is 1,50,000 in addition to 2 lakhs. In house property you can claim 2 lakhs. Apart from 2 lakhs, additional 1,50,000 you can claim. So total amount of interest you can going to claim 3,50,000 rupees. Deduction available. This is very important. Deduction available for 80EE only for self-occupied property. Self-occupied property, but 80EEA both self-occupied property as well as letter property. Okay. Any doubt? This is very important. What do you know? Next we are going to take up 80EEB. Next section 80EEB. Okay, deduction in respect of interest on loan for purchase of electric vehicle. See here, electric vehicle is nothing but electric car or electric scooter, okay, electric bike, everything comes under electric vehicles. So if you purchase electric vehicle, government gives loan, that is banks and non-banking financial companies provide loan to purchase electric vehicle. The purpose is very simple. See, in electric vehicle, say in future everything almost there are many people using, they are going to use electric vehicle. Reason, pollution. You can control the pollution. Okay, in diesel, petrol there are many oils. Okay, pollution is what do you call disturb our especially in Delhi. Okay, pollution control board very strict. They can follow alternative days. They can use the vehicle alternative basis. Okay, odd number, even number, like that. But after electrical vehicle introduced, then the pollution definitely there is a chances of reducing pollution. Fine. So for this section, to whom available, as it is individuals, the main condition, loan should be sanctioned during the period between 1/4/2019 to 31/3/2019. So if you purchase between 1920, 2021, 22, 21, 22, 22, 23, almost again 5 years, 1920, 2021, 21, 22, 2023. So 4 years. So within these 4 years, if you purchase electric vehicle, say very simple, so government gives some privileges, okay, or to purchase this vehicle, okay, they are given loan between these 4 years. If you purchase within the 4 years electric vehicle, for that you are going to pay any interest, you can claim up to 1,50,000 interest. Okay. Next condition, loan should be sanctioned by either bank or NBFC, non-banking financial companies, non-banking finance companies. Okay. Amount of deduction, maximum deduction 1,50,000 in respect of interest. It means, suppose you are repay the loan along with interest. Okay. Suppose interest is say 90,000. How much are you going to claim? 1,50,000 or 90, whichever is less. So maximum 1,50,000. Suppose your interest is say 2 lakhs. Along with principal you are paying interest. So total amount of interest altogether 2 lakhs. How much are you going to claim only? Maximum deduction is 1,50,000. So even though you pay 2 lakhs interest, you can claim section 80 EEB 1,50,000 rupees. Okay. Then period of deduction is very important. Till the repayment of loan, you can claim interest. Till the repayment of loan, you can claim interest. This is section 80 EEB. Any doubt? Okay. For this we are concluded. Next we are going to take up 80 GG, GGA, GGB, G. Then 80 RRB, QQB, 80 TTA, TTB, 80 U. So these are the directions we are going to take up upcoming classes. Okay. Bye, man.